C sharp, or you can say C hash, but it's pronounced as C sharp. It's a programming language of .NET framework, and it's also pronounced as C sharp. And it's also called as object-oriented programming language, and it's given by, or it was launched by, or you can say it was developed by Microsoft, which was running on, or which will run on only .NET framework. So whenever you want to use C sharp, so your computer, your desktop machine, your laptop should be having .NET framework inbuilt. Otherwise, you won't be able to run C sharp. And with the help of C programming language, we can develop different types of secured and robust applications. So what type of applications we can develop with the help of this language C sharp? We can develop Windows applications. You can see we can develop web applications. These things I have taught to Michael in my first class. Then we stopped because I thought that we do not have all the students present today, so I just stopped it at that time, and now I'm again repeating these things. So these are the applications that we can develop using C sharp. So distributed application, we can develop web service application, and also we can develop or define database applications and a lot of other applications which are there. And C sharp is approved by, or you can say it's a standard which was approved by ECMA, it's European Computer Manufacturers Association, and ISO, International Standards Organization, and it was designed for CLI. CLI is basically Common Language Infrastructure. CLI is a specification that describes executable code and runtime environment. And it's influenced by C++ programming language, Java, Eiffel, Module 3 or Modula 3, Pascal, etc. Many other languages from where it's influenced. All right, so this is the basic difference between Java and C sharp, which is also mentioned in your book. Okay, these are theoretical things. And if you talk about the history of, C sharp, or you can simply say who developed the language C sharp, I have given here. Anders Hejelsberg is a person who developed C sharp, all right? Or he is the founder. So Anders Hejelsberg is known as the founder, or you can say father of C sharp programming language. So you need to remember there will be a question, who is the founder of C sharp? In the exam, maybe you will have a question, who was the developer, or who was the founder, or who is the father of C sharp? So C sharp is developed by Anders Hejelsberg, all right? So remember this thing. And it's based on C++ and Java. I'm going to highlight these things. And C sharp has evolved much since their first release in the year 2002. So the first release of C sharp was given in the year, or was introduced, or was released in the year 2002. And the release was C sharp 1.0. This is the version. Like in Android, we used to have 1.0, and now it's about 13.0 or 14.0. And even in the applications that we develop, we used to have versions. We can start with 1.0, 2. Then 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Whenever you add features to an application and you release it, that means you are adding features. You cannot give the same version name to that. So you have to give a different name, 2.0, and it was introduced or released in 2006. And there were other releases also, like 3.0, which was having lambda expressions were introduced. Anonymous types were introduced, and extension methods were also introduced in this version, which is C sharp 3.0. C sharp 3.0. And it was released in 2007. And then there was 4.0, an option called, or a feature called, dynamic binding or binding was introduced. Named and optional arguments were introduced, and that was, so 4.0 was introduced in 2010, all right, and then 5.0 in 2012, and then 6.0 in 2015, all right. So right now it's gonna be like, I guess, 7.0, and it's about 2000, or I guess I have no information about it, but up to 6.0, it was released in 2015. So there are a lot of features that C# is having, all right, like it's very simple to use, it's modern programming language, it's object-oriented, and it's safe, it's scalable and updatable. It gets updated on time basis. It's component-oriented, structured, it's a structured programming language, and it's very fast, okay? So let's have a very simple example here, then we'll write a code based on that. So we are going to start with the code. This was all about the basic, theory of C#, where I told you what C# is, who is the father, or you can say I told you about the history of it, the basic difference between Java and C#. And I will have a very simple example. We're gonna have a very simple example. So always in programming languages, even in Android, I told you, always the programmers, always, those who are trainers, they will, first of all, they start with just, printing out some message or any particular, message like hello world, or, welcome to the university, or welcome to our first class of, C#. So we're going to take that example. So in C# programming language, PL, a simple welcome to the College of AppTech program can be written by several ways. So we can create a co-program using the following ways. First is we can have a simple example. Second is we can use system. Third is we can use using public modifier. And fourth is using namespace. Namespaces are very important in C#. So these are the 4 ways through which we can write the program, welcome to the College of AppTech. All right, so these are the 4 ways. All right, so let's go and have a very simple example. But if you compare, okay, when you write a very simple example of printing, welcome to the College of AppTech Qatar. So in Java, if you remember, we used to have system, yes? If you have to print any message, system.out.println, right? And then we use, right, what we want to write within the quotes, right? For example, welcome to Java, or welcome to College of AppTech, and semicolon. And in C language, it was very simple. If you use it in C, and we were doing it in this way, welcome to AppTech, or anything, any text. But if it's in C#, if you want to display the same message, welcome to College of AppTech, using the language C#, and you want to display it, the syntax is totally different. I told you we are basically having the main, ways or roadways, or you can say the ways that we want to display the message are same as always, but the syntaxes are always different. All right. So how we are going to display the message called welcome to College of AppTech using C#. So this was using Java. This was using, because I have taught you only these two programming languages so far. So you know that we can do it in this way. But as you have no knowledge about C#, and you must be thinking, how can we do it using the C#? So it's a bit simple, and it uses the same syntax as Java. As in Java, we use first of all system. Here also in C# we use system. Dot. We use console here, not out. Instead of out, if you compare it with Java, instead of out we use console, and C is capital. And then instead of print ln we use write line, W capital, write line, and then we can have parentheses open, and inside it we will have double quotes, and then we can just copy it and paste it here. That's it, and semicolon. This is how do we display or write any particular message and display it by using the language, by using the programming language C#. So system.console.write-ln. But if you have to write one more thing, so for example, welcome to College of AppTech. This is your year 2. Please register yourself. Please register. That's it. So this is how do we write more lines or display them using system.console.writeLine, system.console.writeLine. So now we are going to take an example. Take an example and create a project and display the message welcome to the College of AppTech. This is the message that we have to display. All right, so what we'll do, steps are we'll create. So steps, you have to do the same. Steps are same like what we did in Android development. Create a new project with the name test1. All right, and write the code. Third is run the code and get the output. So let's go ahead and do this particular project. We'll minimize it. We have Visual Studio open. If you have created this one, you can do the same, but I'm going to show you again. File, new project. It's console app.net core, where there is C#, okay? Not this console app, it's VB. So we're going to select console app.net core, a project for creating a command line application that can run on .NET Core on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS using the C#. We will select it and next. We'll name this project as test. Now I have created one, so test 1 or 2. Name is already there, so we'll say that test 2. And hit enter. It's going to create a project for us. So we can add system here, or you can just remove system. That's console.writeLine. Already there is hello world. So you can see using system, I told you there are several ways through which we can write a C# program using system. Namespaces, it's just like a class of Java. Namespace is the project name test2. This is class program. All right. And this is the method main. It's same like as main function of C programming or Java, string arguments. So console.write-ln, we are going to replace this hello world. I will delete it and I will write it as welcome to the College of AppTech. Okay, that is it. And save it. Then you can go to run. Here is run option, test2, and you will get the result here. And it will open the command prompt for you, same as the C programming language. You can see welcome to the College of AppTech. Okay, or you can say AppTech. Different pronunciations are there for AppTech. So welcome to the College of AppTech. There are no errors and it's here. C users, administrator, source, repositories, test2, bin, debug, test.2. You can see it's press any key to close the window. We can hit enter and it will close the command prompt. Got it? And if you have to write, this is one more thing like I did in the example. You'll close it. I will just copy and paste it again. There's an error because so I can say, welcome to the College of AppTech. This is your year second. Please do register. Save it, and again, we will go here and run it, or you can say debug is here, start debugging, start without debugging. All right, build is here. You can say build a solution, rebuild, clean, run code, analysis on solution. These are all the things you can do. Test, analyze, tools. This is this, the options. These are the options, adding a class in the project, which we had to do later on, but right now we just need to run it. So again, we are going to click on run here, and you will see now, welcome to the College of AppTech. This is your year 2, please do register. Okay, this is the information which has been printed out, which has been displayed for you. Are you there? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, Mr.
Yep, so those who are there, just try to practice it. Lubna, where is Hadil? She's not there. Practice it and take 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and when you're done, please let me know. So you remember how to create a project now? You have to go to file, new project, and look here, search for C#. There will be console app.NET Core, where there is console, C#, Linux, macOS, and Windows. Try to do it. Have you completed the installation? Hello?
For me, it still have a time.
Okay, so this particular video, this particular meeting is having only 3 minutes. I will just stop it and I will create a meeting again. Please join in, all right, with the same username and password which I have sent in your WhatsApp group. Okay? Hello, you listening?
Okay, sir.
Okay.